My journey to English fluency. How I transformed my life in just 5 months. Hello, everyone. My name is Lucas. I'm 28 years old and I come from Brazil. Today, I want to share with you a story, my story, but more importantly, I want to share your story. Because if I could do it, so can you. 5 months ago, I was in a very different place. I couldn't speak a single full sentence in English, not even a simple, "How are you?" Without thinking too much, I'd stumble, hesitate, and feel embarrassed. I was completely lost in the language that would unlock my dreams. I knew I needed English for my career, for my future, for my confidence, but I didn't know how to start, or if it was even possible without expensive classes, living abroad, or wasting countless hours on methods that didn't work. But I refused to give up. Today, I stand here as proof that you can achieve fluent English in just a few months. And I want to tell you how I did it. Not with magic, not with luck, but with a proven system that I developed, and that you can follow too. This isn't just my story, it's your story, waiting to happen. If you've ever felt frustrated, stuck, or embarrassed about your English, keep watching. Because I promise, you're about to discover a new way to learn that will change everything. The turning point. The moment I realized I needed a change. Let's start at the beginning. My dream was big. I wanted to work for a top international tech company. I loved coding. I was passionate about software development, and I worked tirelessly to improve my skills. But there was one thing holding me back. My English. I remember the day vividly. I applied for a job in the United States. A huge opportunity. The interview was scheduled, and I was excited. I imagined myself in a new country, earning good money, working with talented people, but then the moment of truth arrived. I logged into Zoom, and there they were. 3 native English speakers, all professional, all confident. The moment they started speaking, I felt like someone had turned the fast-forward button on their voices. I couldn't catch anything. They asked me, "Tell us about yourself and your experience in software development." I froze. My mind knew the answer, but my words just wouldn't come out. I said, yes, I am software. I do coding. Many projects. Good. It was pathetic. They looked at me with polite but disappointed expressions, and I felt my stomach tighten. They asked another question, and I couldn't respond. That rejection hit hard. I knew it wasn't because I wasn't qualified. It was because I couldn't speak English fluently. That day, I realized something powerful. English is not just a language. It's the key to my dreams. Without it, I was invisible. No matter how talented I was, I couldn't get past the language barrier. It was a wake-up call. For years I told myself, I don't need English. I'll just be good at my job, and that's enough. But I was wrong. Without English, I was limited. I was stuck. I felt ashamed, frustrated, and angry at myself for not taking action sooner. The decision. No more excuses. That night, I made a promise. I would learn English fast. Not with expensive courses I knew wouldn't work, but with a system that was designed for real life, real results, and real progress. Because I had already wasted money on traditional classes before. They were boring. Memorizing vocabulary lists, doing endless grammar exercises, and studying rules that never translated into real conversations. After 3 months, I still couldn't speak. I knew I needed something different, something proven. That's when I devised my 5-month method. A step-by-step plan that changed everything. Part 1. The first 15 days. Building the foundation. Most beginners believe they need to learn thousands of words to speak fluently. I believed that too. But I was wrong. In the first 15 days, I did something revolutionary. I didn't focus on new words. Instead, I focused on using what I already knew. Here's what I did. 1. Created a survival sentence list. I sat down and wrote 50 simple sentences I needed every day. Examples? Hi, how are you? Can you repeat that? I don't understand. I am learning English. I need a coffee. Please. I read these sentences aloud 10 times each morning. The goal? Make these sentences automatic. 2. Talk to myself in English. Yes. I looked in the mirror and spoke. While cooking, I'd say, I am chopping vegetables, or I am making lunch. In the shower, the water is warm. I feel good. I was creating my private classroom. No judgment, no pressure. 3. Practiced 5 sentences daily from real conversations. I took lines from movies or YouTube videos. I repeated each sentence 10 times, matching the native speaker's emotion, tone, and speed. This helped me sound more natural and fixed my accent. The result? After 15 days, I stopped translating in my head. I could speak basic sentences without hesitation. Confidence started to grow. Part 2. Moving to real conversation. The next 15 days. Once I had the basics, I knew I needed to I speak more and think more in English. I created a new plan to make my brain think in English naturally. Question and answer method. I asked myself questions in English. For example, what did I do today? And answered with detail. I worked on my project for 3 hours, then took a break and had coffee. I did this daily for 30 minutes, building fluency and speed. The echo technique. To improve pronunciation, I listened to native speakers from movies or podcasts, paused after each sentence, and repeated it exactly. Same speed, tone, emotion. Over time, my accent improved, and I sounded more natural. Vocabulary in context. Instead of memorizing lists, I created stories with 5 new words daily. For example, words like excited, invitation, surprise, arrive, party. I'd make a short story, read it aloud 10 times, and use those words in real conversations. This made vocabulary stick. Thinking in English. I described everything around me mentally. The sky is blue. That man is wearing a red shirt. I am walking to the store. I also kept a journal, writing about my day in simple sentences. This trained my brain to think directly in English. Part 3. Deepening your skills. The final stage. By now, I could speak confidently, but I wanted to sound more natural and understand native speakers better. Studied sentence structures and grammar naturally. I listened to native conversations and paid attention to how sentences were built. For example, I noticed the use of present perfect tense. I have been learning English for 5 months. I researched when and why native speakers use certain structures. Shadowing. I took videos of native speakers, paused after each sentence, and mimicked exactly speed, rhythm, tone. This improved my pronunciation and fluency. Watching with subtitles. I watched movies and series, but I paused after every sentence, repeated it, and focused on pronunciation and rhythm. Over time, I sounded more like a native, active listening and note-taking. I kept a notebook of confusing prepositions or grammar points I heard in conversations. I researched and practiced them, speaking without fear. I practiced speaking to strangers, shopkeepers, friends, and even myself. I joined online language groups and made friends from different countries. Everyone was learning, and nobody judged. The breakthrough. The moment I knew I was fluent. After 5 months of daily effort, I had a breakthrough. I was chatting with a native speaker online. I understood everything, responded confidently, and even made jokes. The words flowed naturally, and I didn't hesitate. That moment felt like magic. I knew I had achieved my goal. Fluency. I applied for my dream job again. This time, I walked into the interview confident. I answered every question smoothly, explained my projects clearly, and showed my passion. The interviewer smiled and said, "You're exactly what we're looking for." And guess what? I got the job, with a salary that was beyond my dreams. I bought my parents a gift, told them, "Look, I did it," and they were proud beyond words. What I learned. Key lessons for you. My journey taught me many things. Here are the most important lessons I want to share. 1. Mindset is everything. If you believe you can't, you're right. If you believe you can, you're right too. Change your thoughts, change your reality. 2. Consistency beats perfection. Even 10 minutes a day is better than nothing. Daily practice compounds. 3. Use what you already know. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to learn thousands of words at once. Focus on using your current vocabulary in real life. 4. Speak without fear. Mistakes are part of learning. Native speakers appreciate your effort, not perfection. 5. Make English part of your life. Change your environment. Switch your phone to English. Watch English content. Think in English. 6. Practice active listening and shadowing. Mimic native speakers to sound natural. 7. Expand vocabulary with stories. Create stories with new words to remember them better. 8. Learn grammar naturally. Pay attention to how sentences are structured in real conversations, not just rules. 9. Believe in yourself and stay disciplined. The pain of effort is temporary. Regret lasts forever. Your turn. Start today. Now, I want to leave you with this message. Your journey to fluency begins now. It doesn't matter where you start or how many mistakes you make. Every small step counts. Change your mindset. Say, I can learn English instead of I can't. Dedicate just 10 minutes a day to speaking, listening, or reading. Use the methods I shared. Create your survival sentences, practice shadowing, tell stories, and speak every day. Don't wait for perfection. Just start. Remember, the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Choose discipline, choose growth, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Final words. If I could do it, so can you. The world is full of opportunities waiting for you. Fluency in English isn't just about words. It's about unlocking your potential, building confidence, and transforming your life. So, go ahead. Speak today. Listen today. Practice today. Your future self will thank you. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all the success on your journey. Let's do this together. If this story inspired you, share it, subscribe, and stay committed. Your journey has already begun.